Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome in. I hope you had a great Sunday. I know typically when your team is on the bye week, things feel a little off, right? Especially when you wake up on that Sunday morning. Things just feel strange, just totally odd. Now, the bright side, my blood pressure wasn't skyrocketing like every other Sunday, but the downside, I had to get some dental work done. So if I do sound a little different, it's just because my mouth is still kind of torn up a little bit. So anyway, I apologize about that. But in this one, I wanted to ask the simple question: do you think the New York Jets are going to look like a brand new team coming out of the bye week? We have a massive game this upcoming week against the division rival Patriots. I mean, I did not think the Miami Dolphins were going to be, a one-win team at this point. New England's only a two-win team. If the Jets manage to pull off a win, the team could be tied for second place in the AFC East. And again, I know it sounds mind-blowing given how the Jets have looked so far and the record isn't anything to write home about, but that's just the reality of the situation. Now, of course, the Jets have to go out there and execute, but circling back to the original question of this video, will the Jets look like a rejuvenated team coming out of the bye week? I'm going to say yes. Not only do they have extra time to rest, but they have extra time to learn from their mistakes. And the funny thing is about this Jets team, I feel like it's the same reoccurring problems that happen every single week. It's not one week the defense is horrible, there's no pass rush, linebacker play is god-awful, the play calls are bad one week, but then they're great the next week. No, it's the same problems. It's the same problems. The problem number one, we start slow, we stumble out of the gate every single week. I can't even recall one game where this Jets team has looked average in the first quarter. I mean, it's an embarrassment. I mean, it's like, what are we doing throughout the week? Every single game, this team falls right on their face and they humiliate themselves. And that's a problem. We can't continue to fight an uphill battle every week. I mean, the team already has so much stacked against them. Rookie head coach, rookie OC. The team is super young. Rookie quarterback. I mean, there's tons of new faces. We already have a lot of adversity. We have a ton of adversity. We don't need to be entering the second quarter down 14-0, 10-0, 7-0 every week. So if we can just come out of the gates, and we've talked a lot about this on this channel, if we can just be an average football team, let's score one touchdown in the first quarter. If we can end the first quarter and the score's tied 7-7, 6-6, 14-14, I think it'll pay huge dividends for this team moving forward. It's almost like an episode of Seinfeld. One problem leads into another. That problem leads into a bigger problem. We're down 10-0. All of a sudden, we start to deviate from the game plan because we're down 2 scores. We can't really stick with the run game. We have to put up points. Now Zach Wilson starts to press. Now we're starting to see turnovers. So it's just one big mess. If we can just start off the game clean, get points on the first drive, Chip Kelly style. I hate to say this, but Adam Gase style. It's so weird. Mike LaFleur and Adam Gase, they're like complete opposites. The Jets play their best ball in the fourth quarter under Mike LaFleur. Back with Adam Gase, I felt like the first drive of the game, that's when the Jets were at their peak, right? I felt like it was almost a guaranteed 7. The only problem was we were only going to score 3 points for the rest of the game. So if we can just start off fast, that would be tremendous. The second reoccurring problem for me is missed opportunities, and we can define that in a bunch of different ways. Whether it's Corey Davis dropping a wide open pass, Zach Wilson overshooting a guy, a turnover here, a horrible play call there, not putting Elijah Moore and Denzel Mims on the football field, 2 young explosive players that frankly defenses don't know much about. Right, these guys have huge upsides. Let's utilize them. We're not some win now team stashed with tons of veterans. We're a young rebuilding team. Let's get the youth out there. So it's just missed opportunities like that. Zach Wilson occasionally underthrowing a wide open target. Not a defender in sight, and the ball is just skipping on the ground and landing at the pass catcher's feet. It's just small missed opportunities like that I feel like really kill this team. They kill offensive drives, thus leading to us being down and then us having to press, and the list goes on and on. So I feel like a lot of these things can be fixed over the bye week. I mean, again, this is a young football team. It's a young coaching staff. If you're brand new at something, like Saleh, like Wilson, like Mike LaFleur, how do you learn? How do you get better? How do you grow in that individual role? it's with experience, and we have a solid handful of games that we can go back to. We could dive in and diagnose these problems, whether it's issues throughout the week, game planning, whether it's people not knowing what to do. We have this extended break to look at ourselves in the mirror, take a breath, and figure out what the problems are and fix them, hopefully fix them, before the huge game this upcoming Sunday. As far as potential changes are concerned, could we see a section of that Jeff Grimes BYU Cougar offense that was ran last year that frankly Zach Wilson excelled in? You know, I feel like one of the problems, and I guess this goes hand in hand with starting slow, coming out of the gates and just looking horrible, is getting Zach Wilson comfortable. I feel like Zach Wilson has never truly been in rhythm this season, right? Especially to start off. And of course, you know, we had those big plays downfield in Tennessee, but I think getting Wilson in rhythm, getting him comfortable early on within the matchup could pay off in a big way. So taking some of his stuff that he ran really well, really effectively back at college could help in that regard. It could help in that category. And a quick little side note, it's not like any coaches, any defensive coordinators out there would have any sort of immediate tape on how to stop those plays, because the Jets have not ran those plays, right? So it's a multi-pronged benefit here. We're getting Wilson comfortable and we're incorporating new things that are not only just benefiting the offense, but the defenses, or defensive coaches rather, don't have that much knowledge on, at least early. Could we see Mike LaFleur calling plays from the box? That was something that Mike LaFleur initially wanted to do. He wanted to have that bird's eye view of the offense, of the defense, and how everything is playing out. I know it might not seem like a massive deal, you know, where the guy is standing or sitting, but to these play callers, you know, it makes a massive difference. And, you know, you take a look at Alabama. They have all of their offensive coaches up in the box, you know, like Bill O'Brien. They load the box up, so there is a method to the madness here. Obviously, the Jets offense has not been too threatening to defenses out there. Maybe it's time to shake things up. Maybe it's time to get Mike LaFleur. We talk about all the time getting Zach Wilson comfortable. Let's try to get Mike LaFleur comfortable. Let's get him in the box. Let's see how it all plays out. If it doesn't work, hey, it's one game. You know, we are a rebuilding team at the end of the day. This is, I want to see us experiment with new things. The current format, the current formula is not working. It's not working, so we have to shake things up. In regards to New England, here's the deal. Not only have we already played this Patriots team, so we know their play style, we know their tendencies, but we had 2 weeks to prepare for this football team. We also have more tape on Mac Jones. If we go back and look at that first Jets-Patriots matchup, week 2, we were out of it within the first couple of drives. Again, it was a complete embarrassment. 4 interceptions on the day for Zach Wilson. We were done in the first quarter. So again, if we can just fix the initial problems of starting out slow, just shooting ourselves in the foot, if we could look like a formidable team in the first quarter, I definitely see this team looking like a brand new squad coming out of the bye week. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I can't wait to hear them. And it's definitely a huge topic of debate too. I mean, this Jets team is young. We have a lot to learn. There are no more breaks this season. This is our one opportunity to really take a breath and analyze, look over the information, look over the current data that we had over the first chunk of games, and try to learn from it and move forward. So again, let me know your thoughts. I cannot wait to dive into the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, go Jets.